Right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's the story and the record post as well. The story one I think is off though because it's been more than 24 hours.
The story? What?
The Instagram story?
Yeah.
The post is probably gone because I posted
Oh,
yesterday.
I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
I posted yesterday.
Okay. Cool. Oh, I'm sharing it to Twitter.
Oh.
Yeah.
I should think so loud.
I don't know. I'm gonna turn this back. Turn it back off.
When do you want to switch over to an Android?
I wanted to do it this summer. But then I paid in full for my phone is paid off this month.
So you own it now?
And I have a watch that still works. So
I think you should go with the Android.
But my watch still works, my phone still works, and I own both of them outright.
You can sell them or keep it.
For what?
In case you ever need a business phone?
No, if I get a business phone, it will be the Google Pixel. Just because it's easier. I have everything else Android. The only, everything else is Android in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But MacBook, iPad, iPhone, watch.
I only have one Apple product, but I don't really use it. It's dangerous. And I still say that Android to me is so much better. Like the quality of Apple, I can see why people like Apple, especially the camera quality.
Isn't
I get that, but with Android, you have so many different functions with the Android.
I feel like the Pixel rivals the iPhone camera. The iPhone camera is not as great as people make it out to be.
I never had a Pixel, so I
feel like
judge that.
The Pixel matches, if not does better than the iPhone.
No.
Hey, Lenora.
Hi, Ricky. You're on time.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Take a Six Podcast. I am your host, Leah, joined by
Khalah.
And this week, we talked about self-appreciation. So, how often... She goes, yes! How often do you show your self-appreciation?
Not as often as I would like to. Lately, I've been so hard on myself. And I don't appreciate the things that I do for myself.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm just that's one thing I have to just buckle down and just be like, Khalah, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Just thank yourself every now and then. Start there.
How do you physically thank yourself, or do you just lay in bed and go, thank you, Khalah?
But just say it.
Do you call yourself Khalah when you talk to yourself?
I don't even say a name. I just start talking.
Oh. How do you know who you're talking to?
The times I talk to myself is if I'm in the car, going somewhere. But I don't say hey Khalah, how's your day? That was going good. I don't do that. I just start just talking, my thoughts just pour out.
Oh. Hey Rachel.
Hi.
I try to appreciate myself as often as I can. And I realize that I have to do better with the way that I appreciate myself, because it's either an all or nothing thing. So
you're all in when you appreciate yourself, or you're just not gonna do it at all?
Maybe it's not all or nothing. I shouldn't say that. It's not the way that I appreciate myself is not typically proportional to what I accomplish, and so or what I provide for myself. So if I complete a task, I no matter what it is, I will. Oh snap! Like I was on time for work one time this week. Great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to eat seafood. Like I'm going all out.
Right.
I'm going to the crab boil spot. I am. It's a treat yourself all day long. Probably turn into all week long. And then it's like, yeah, because I did that one small menial task
for being on time to work.
Yeah. If I do a big task, I just take a nap because it took a lot out of me. But
what kind of shenanigans?
Yeah,
that's too. To me, that's too much. Like I had to complete something that took so much work and effort to put in that I would do something nice for myself.
No, I just need to get the ball rolling. That's
a lot.
I think that when I show appreciation to myself, it helps me to know that I'm not just doing this for like, oh, I'm doing this for someone else or doing it for like, no, I accomplished something. Mm-hmm. Or I was nicer talking to myself. Like I didn't allow like the negative thoughts to get in and take over, or I was consistent in something. So, for example, being consistent in podcasting. Because I've been consistent in podcasting, I actually reached out to Lenora about upgrading my laptop because it's from 2012. I'm trying to remember the year. 2013. Yeah, 2013. 2012.
Almost 10 years.
Yeah, it's 2012 laptop. 2012 MacBook. And because I have been so consistent in podcasting, I upgraded it. So now it works a lot better.
Well, you fixed it. You didn't upgrade it.
It did get upgraded.
What do you mean? How did it get upgraded?
He upgraded the memory thing. The only thing that didn't get upgraded was the battery. But
so he took out something, put something new in. Mm-hmm. Oh, I literally thought he just fixed it.
Okay.
But
yeah. Okay.
When people think of like you know how it always tells you download the upgrade.
Yes, that's software.
Why you don't look at me like
hey, Jocelyn.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
What's up, Dad?
Yeah, he upgraded. That's why he said he had to bring back my my other motherboard. He had to upgrade that.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got a lot of issues with your laptop. Or your MacBook.
It's been like 9 years. It needed to work. But I want to hear from you all. How do you show appreciation to yourself? How do you appreciate yourself? How often do you appreciate yourself? Hey, really, TT.
Hey. Like, what does that look like? Like, what can appreciation towards yourself look like? Is it the same thing like how I show appreciation towards you? I can do the same thing for myself? Or do I have to do something bigger for myself?
I think that's dependent on the person. For me, when I show appreciation to myself, I either splurge on bigger expenditures that are necessary, like upgrading the MacBook, mm-hmm. Or new clothes or whatever. But I do something that I felt like I've earned or that I've worked toward. And so if I have like a whole list of listen, these note cards like really keep me focused on.
Are they all together?
No, they're not. Dylan likes to rearrange my desk every morning. But those note cards keep my goals in front of me. And whenever I reach a goal, like to have 4 international guests on the show, like I think we've reached 1, 2, 3. We got 1 more to go, and we'll have one more international guest. And so that's a goal, and then I can celebrate that.
How are you gonna celebrate? Or how are we gonna celebrate?
I'm spontaneous.
What?
I'm spontaneous with myself. If you get our 4th guest, we can celebrate together. But I feel like I've been doing this, and I feel like you should probably reach out to get a 4th guest.
See, you need to show me appreciation. I'm on the back end of this. I am on the back end. Do I not help with editing videos? Do I not do the edit work for posts and stuff?
You create the thumbnails necessary for the YouTube uploads. Yes.
My appreciation, woman.
I do give you your appreciation.
My recognition.
Every day. Did I not assist you with your homework?
I'm not gonna talk about that.
Did I not make connections? Like I show you appreciation. Really TC says, they say if you see your goal written every day, you're more likely to achieve it. Yeah, and to add to that, if you talk about your goal as if they've already been achieved or you have achieved them in the present and attach a feeling to it, you'll unconsciously chase that feeling. I forgot what the theory is behind it, but you'll unconsciously chase that feeling until you achieve that thing. So I agree. Writing them down helps a lot.
Yeah. I can start doing that. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't looked at it in a minute. That's like, it hasn't been on my desk.
I look at it daily.
It hasn't been on my desk.
Are you looking at me? Is that my fault?
So,
yeah.
Oh,
Janai's here.
I said, oh.
No, you did it.
Hey, Janai.
Hey.
Oh, because I read your comment. Yeah. I thought I spoke. Yes, you were late. You were a little bit late with that. It's okay.
You're here. Still here.
Dad says, I used to go shopping, but since coronavirus, I really do more reading and studying music and Black history. So where do you go shopping? Do you just go shopping to?
Is it online?
Yeah, like buy clothes, buy books, buy records, buy instruments. Like what is it that you buy that show yourself appreciation?
I want to buy myself a guitar. Support me, woman.
I supported you with this bike. Really, TT says yes, because I had to learn how to build my own thumbnails after KK left.
But I showed you. I got you going in the right direction, so that's all that matters. I did. She's doing good though. She's doing great with her.
Yeah, I mean, your channel is really growing. It's doing really well. So I think that, you know, your thumbnails that you have are great. So at least she pointed you in the right direction, even if she didn't help you all the way. It's okay. Janai says, I sense some hostility in that general direction. I don't know.
Why are you? What did I do?
I thought you were showing hostility.
No,
to me. I had
she's
to
talking
double
about
check.
you.
I had to double check.
Really?
Yeah, Dad goes Five Below now that he knows about it.
See, I like Five Below, but the stuff does not last long.
Because it's $5.
I know, but I would rather go to Dollar Tree because I usually get like little toys and stuff for the kids. But like when I bought like decor stuff, I was like, why is this missing a leg? And it's only been here for less than 24 hours.
Well, you also have 2 boys, so.
No, I know, but even if it's stuff that they haven't even touched, like I can put it up in my closet, and when I take it down, I'm just like, this is not how I bought it. I don't know.
Your expectations are too high. Okay,
but
your expectations are too high.
If I'm spending money on something, I would want to make sure that it is up to par.
Right. So, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, I saw your numbers. You're doing really well. Hey, Antoinetta.
Auntie.
I bought $8 from Five Below and it didn't work.
See?
Oh, $8 worth of items?
Yeah, I would rather.
Oh, $8 headphone. Okay.
Headphones. I learned my lesson not to buy like the cheap headphones. Because there was a point in time I went through maybe 5 in a month. And I was like, yeah, no, we're going to go ahead and invest in some good headphones. They're actually great. I use them now once a day. I use them once a day now. I just thought about that. But yeah.
I'm not one of those people who can purchase something cheap knowing that if it breaks, I'm going to buy it again. So with headphones, I'm not like I had a $20 pair of headphones and it lasted me for like 2 years. But if I'm like riding the train or whatever, like the headphones I have now, they're like $100 120. They're the Bose. They're the Bose headphones, and
those are great.
I've had those for 5 Virginia. So about 5 or 6 years. So I'm going to invest the money. Like,
those are great headphones, but I literally cringe every time. I'm like, how much is it again? Oh,
but they last.
I know.
And so the $20 pair that you buy, that's like $20 a year.
$20. I'm talking about like 9.
Oh my gosh, no. That says Five Below does last. My grandson was terribly onto it, and it lasts.
If you think of Bed Bath & Beyond and Five
Below, he put them together. That's what it was. Yes, he put it together. Oh yes, thank you, Tamara.
Moderator.
Every day by thanking God for making me the way that I am today. Yeah, that is. I think that's important to not just, we can spoil ourselves with the things that we buy and the places we go, the people we spend our time with, but just appreciating who we are and what we bring to the table, honoring yourself with everything, faults and all, the good, the bad, the things you don't want to talk about, and being able to bring your full self to say, you know what? Thank you, Lord. Like, I'm glad that I have the perspective I have. I'm glad that I have the people around me. I'm glad that I attract the things that I do. And I think that when you learn how to appreciate yourself, you start learning how to grow out of whatever mindset you're in that can hinder you from moving forward. So, yeah, I absolutely do that as well. That's great. What parts, because you listened to the episode, so what part of the episode really stuck out to you?
The tomorrow. Oh man, because I don't think I was ever a big procrastinator. It's just the fact that I dreaded doing the work. And it was always like, even with schoolwork, now I'm back in school, I dread doing the work because I feel like I have to put in so much effort that I overthink everything. And I'm like, okay, how far can I really push this out? It's not due until 1:59 p.m. So if I could just start typing, at 11:30.
Oh my gosh.
And they're like, hey, are you awake?
This is only week 2 of school.
It's so stressful.
It can be, yes.
It's so stressful.
Yeah, it can be.
Because to be honest about it all, just having that balance of working early in the morning, once the boys wake up, make sure they're squared away, and then find time to do my schoolwork. I'm like, oh Lord, what did I get myself into? And then I constantly thought about, last week I was like, I don't want to just drop completely out because I just started and I don't want to give up. At least try. And I keep thinking to myself, like, okay, but it's too hard. It's too much work. I can't. It's not that I can't do it at this moment in time. I don't think it's the best time for me to do it. And when on your in the episode, it was like, okay, there's never going to be a perfect time to do something, so why not just do it now? Why, don't push it off until tomorrow, because then tomorrow turns into next week, next month, next year, and then eventually you're never going to get it done. So now I'm like, okay, just buckle down. Like you said, take it 1 week at a time and just go from there. Even though I'm like, oh, I don't want to. I don't want to. But that felt good to get off my chest because, oh, Lord. Man, it was just so stressful. I was like, oh my gosh. I have not been at that moment in a very long time where I just felt completely overwhelmed. And it wasn't the fact that I didn't know what I was doing. It was just the fact that I don't want to put out the wrong thing. Like if my instructor is asking for something specific, and I don't want to do something that's not relevant to what she's asking for.
Yes.
But definitely that was the biggest thing that I took away from the episode is that just don't keep waiting or don't keep pushing it off, because then it's eventually not going to get done. And it's best to just put your best foot forward and utilize whatever resources that you have to make sure you accomplish whatever you're trying to accomplish.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm glad you feel better. I'm glad you feel better. Really, TT says, I've been showing myself appreciation by drinking more water. Yes, we have to make sure we're hydrated and stay focused.
Hydrated.
Dad says, I'm here for you, Khalah, just a phone call away.
Thanks, Dad.
Stay focused. That's
I know.
That's how I read it in my mind. He says, there's no quick way around it. It's a process. Stay focused and reaching your goal.
Yeah, I definitely am.
Yeah, and I mean, there were I can accept that, and my heart is still open. The interesting thing, and we're going to get back to the procrastination bit, but something that happened last week that I found very interesting. For the past year, I have been trying to figure out how Khalah can take my scribbles, because Khalah will say, I need a sketch. So sketch me something, and then I'll make a thumbnail. And my sketch will be a stick figure, a line that is not quite vertical, and a circle to the right or something. It will be something just very abstract. And Khalah will come back with, is this what you're talking about? And I'm just like, how did you know what was in my mind? How did you put that on paper? And and then last week, Khalah got to understand why I'm blown away every time she does a thumbnail with a piece of sketch that I have, because my sketches really look like nothing. So
are you saying like that?
Because they do. I can't draw. I cannot draw. I'm good with the stick figures. After kids stop drawing stick figures, I can't help you. I'm sorry. But last week, Khalah was just like, I was helping you with your homework, and you just looked up and said, how did you know what I was thinking to respond to this question? Or how do you just know these words to put this together like this? And I'm just like, it's the same exact way that you know how to look at those sketches that I draw and know what to put where. So I think that the exchange, the balance, yes, absolutely, stick figures. But it's the balance that we have, or the perspective that we can see past what it is that we are, what it is that we have versus what we want the end result to be. Right. So yeah, I'm glad that you got to experience that, because I was like, I don't know how you get these sketches. Like, this girl is a wizard of some sort. I don't know how. But I have a question. What is something that you keep putting off? You talked about putting off your homework. Mm-hmm. I know for me, it's probably honestly, what I've been probably putting off is the success that I could achieve.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm more prepared for failure than I am for success. So I pull back when I know something is going to be successful. And I don't know. I just pull back.
Are you more focused on the outcome as opposed to what it takes to get the result that you're looking for?
I don't mind working hard. But okay, y'all. Truth time. This is what happened. Okay. I spent 30 plus hours doing marketing emails, creating worksheets, setting up a course. I mean, it was a good amount of time in a week. Back in April, putting together the communications course that I put on a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, I spent a lot of time. I'm editing, going through, making sure I'm spell checking. Am I using the right verbiage? Am I connecting with the audience? What else can I do? I had a timeline of when I'm going to send these emails out, who I'm going to reach out to directly, where I'm going to put out the information, what pages I would need to follow, where I would need to go, all these things. I did all that. And when it came time, and I even had the dates down for when I would put down the, I even had the dates down of when I was going to put out everything, all the marketing material, right? I knew it could work. I knew it would be great, but I procrastinated for maybe 6 weeks and waited until maybe 2 or 3 weeks before the course was supposed to be put on to even say, I think I should make a post about it. I think I should tell people about it, because the date is coming closer and closer and I can't really push it back. So I knew that it could be successful, but I just didn't put it out. And, it did get decent reception, but it could have been a lot better had I just gone ahead and did the marketing. But that's what my hesitation is. Let's see. Really TC says, getting to bed at a decent hour. Have you heard about revenge bedtime? Where because you have to commit yourself to other things throughout the day, when it comes time for your bedtime, you stay up so you can reclaim some of that time as yours. I wonder if that's what you do. I just heard about that a few months ago. You also say stop overthinking things. I feel like that speaks on so many levels. Janai says, my next degree. What is your next degree would be a master's in, no, you already got your master's. Your doctorate, right? I'm sure that's your doctorate. Really CC says your doctorate degree. What would you get your doctorate in? I'm curious. That says, great minds think alike. He said that very loud. Khalah has learned a lot of my education ways.
What education ways, Dad? What ways have I learned?
I don't know. I was asking. I was gonna.
Does that mean procrastinating?
I think when Dad mentioned education, he tends to mention his success or his inability to be in recess because he doesn't play that. I didn't even play when it comes to school. I suffer from insomnia. I'm still working on it.
Yeah, because just the other day, really TT messaged me, and I was like, I'm at work. Why are you up? What are you doing with yourself? What do you do up? Do you just watch the walls?
Let's see. Really CC says, oh, your doctorate will be in leadership. Okay. Educational leadership or business leadership?
Well, human resources?
For a doctorate?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you can get a doctorate in human resources.
I don't know. I'm on
the back whenever.
It's not me.
It's above me now.
Janai says, yes, psychology, but for the positions available that I'm interested in, people are looking for degrees in social work.
Is this that face palm?
You have to, yeah.
Social work. Oh,
you have to have a degree to be a social worker? I didn't know that.
Is that a social worker do they deal with the kids a lot?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I thought you were doing not physical therapy. What is it?
Wow.
Counseling therapy.
Wow.
Family counseling.
Physical therapy.
That was me. That was my past.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Really CC says, already have a school decided on everything. I have a target date. Oh, so when do you get started?
Yes, let us know.
When do you get started? Really CC says, yes, I've been going to sleep about 3 a.m. Pray for me. Well, if you've been going to sleep at 3 a.m., you trained your body to stay up.
Do you take naps?
Maybe I don't know enough about it, but I feel like you trained your body to stay up that long. Because if you're consistent in going to sleep, I thought insomnia was just I just don't sleep, or I sleep very little.
like maybe a couple hours.
I don't know enough about it to have an opinion on it. So stretch your hand to the camera. Just in his name. Amen. All right.
Why do people do that when they
They got to keep the feeling in their arm. They don't want their arm to go to sleep because your deacons be taking a long time to say a prayer. I'm like, good Lord.
Should I say
psychology?
Psychology. He's like,
are you excited now that my wife and kids is on Hulu? Or it's coming to Hulu?
It's coming to Hulu.
It's
I'm
coming
so
to Hulu.
upset. I bought it. Even though, yes, I don't. Once they probably take it off of Hulu, just the fact that they're just not putting it on Hulu, so upset.
Yeah, it's licensing. Marriage. Ooh. Me too. I'm in the same boat. Like, did you know that you actually have to date? Like, that's like a prerequisite to get married. Like, you actually have to go out and meet multiple people and hope that none of them are crazy. That's wild. That's a lot.
But do you let the first person dictate how the rest of your like first interactions with other people are going to be? Like, if you're
I meet them as individuals.
I know, but I'm saying, like, so say for instance, if you utilize some type of dating website or a dating service to
don't do that. You will ruin your life. Do not get on dating websites.
So if you use any of those and you're meeting people on the same basically source, do you let that first interaction or that first date be like, all right, so this website is just completely not for me?
No, I don't use dating websites because it doesn't make any sense. I would need to meet someone who would be generally in my circle or in my realm, in my world. Because if I meet someone on a dating site, right, and this is just me in my head thinking this through. If I meet someone on a dating site, more than likely they're not in my circle or in my space, and I would not run into them through any social event. And so that means that when we meet, our worlds would essentially collide and may be a mismatch. So I would rather meet someone mostly organically, I guess.
Not even at the grocery store?
Well, we shop at the same grocery store, so we meet somewhere in the middle.
I know, but I'm like, if they live in the same
if we live in the same vicinity, yeah. Like I would like that, or church, or going out to an event. If we are in the same social setting, then it makes sense that we may have more in common than meeting somebody on a dating site who could say whatever they want to say and put on the front. That's just how would you do a dating site?
No, not again.
Okay. Really, TC says, in education, leadership or education, I honestly see myself in the nonprofit sector. Okay. I have a lot on my I read the last part of the sentence as the first part. I have a lot on my mind. LOL. What else is new?
It's definitely about me.
So, like, is it insomnia, or is it just your mind
just a lot on your plate,
just going on? Like, you gotta find rest. Let that stress go. Target date is spring of 2022. Hey. Hopefully, I'll have things in order. You will have things in order. We just did the prayer and everything. Yes. Marriage. That's a good one. It is. She screamed yes for Hulu. Yes.
Oh,
even though I have all the episodes on DVR.
I still have, because when Janai was in Korea, she bought me the DVDs for my birthday. I still have those DVDs. I may be missing. Yeah. Honestly, I think I'm missing like maybe 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. But I still have those. But I don't have, doggone laptop doesn't have a CD-ROM, so I can't watch it.
I have a CD-ROM on my laptop.
Nobody asked you. Okay.
Yeah. She needs your password. You can't tell the people, Cameron. You can't tell the people. Janine says, ooh, talk about it, Auntie. I'm curious. Really TZ says, yeah, I'm not ready to commit to marriage. LOL. It's a partnership. It's a partnership. It's work. Antoinetta says, it's hard work. Not sure if it is worth it at times.
Well, relationships or marriage? I think I missed the part.
They were talking about marriage.
Not sure if it's worth it at times. Oh, if marriage is worth it at times? Don't assume.
Are you referring to like marriage, or are you referring to like the process to getting married.
Like
because I know marriage itself is work.
Yeah.
Like that's work, but like, are you referring to the marriage itself, or are you referring to the process to getting married? She wants to be the flower girl at your wedding specifically.
You know what? I honestly don't want to. It's like I still want a traditional wedding, but not like I want it to be different. Like those videos where you see the grown men, like one of the groomsmen is the flower person. Like I want to do something just out of the box, but it's like be creative basically. So that's what I'm trying to get at.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe
be just very creative with what get married. Sorry.
Where's your burger?
Stop, my God. And I'm trying to get it out.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with getting married in my mid-40s. Wait, that means the white dress won't be possible. Sigh.
Why? Why won't the white dress be possible? I feel like you can wear what.
Speaking from cultural aspect, you have 2 children. So what are you talking about?
Wear what you want to wear. It's your day.
I'm gonna wear an electric blue dress.
What?
Yeah. And then I'm gonna spin around and it's gonna turn purple and it's gonna light up and it's gonna be great.
First of all, you are not the center of attention, and let me just put it out there.
Okay.
Whenever I get married, I bet not. Don't even ask me. I bet not see nobody get proposed at my wedding.
No, that's what my dude gonna say. Hey, baby sister.
No.
Listen.
Absolutely not. I will say
during the reception, would you mind?
No. That's not even an option. Don't even ask. It's not going to happen. No. Absolutely not. I don't know what that just grinds my gears. How can you wait till the next day after that? Everybody's probably still in town.
Yeah, but we gotta corral everybody else together. I
don't care.
As long as I never have to hear "Living Single" with CeCe Winans ever again, I'll be happy.
Just to believe you're gonna hear it again multiple times.
I feel like people who do that, like if somebody ever said that if somebody tries to get proposed to at my wedding. Mm-hmm. That will be the person that I will outdo every single time. I am going to give birth at your baby shower. I will die at your funeral. I will have a birthday celebration on your birthday. Like it will be. I would just be petty, just because. Why not? Like I'm gonna just be petty.
Extremely petty.
Yes, marriage. Okay, so you were talking about marriage. So that says the process, they're not probation period. Why is it so hard for these people to get into? I just want these guys to understand that you can't just come with the physicality part of it, because obviously that's not a problem. There's plenty of them out here. You got to come with more than that. Like you can't. There ain't no half stepping. Like you gotta step all the way up.
Don't you think you're a little old to be a rapper? Why everybody
keeps saying that? Everybody keeps saying. I mean, yeah, but listen,
you
gotta give it
50%. They gotta be 40%.
I'm 40%. Julia, I never make a fool of you. Craig Robinson's hilarious. Honey T says the idea of marriage is nice. Wedding. No, you're talking about wedding, girdles, cute shoes, limo bride, coyote bar nights, and all that. Hard work is after you say I do. Okay.
Wait, you saying the hard work?
The marriage is, so you're saying the idea of marriage is nice, but you're only referring to the wedding at this point.
Wait, what happened when you guys are fiance? Like, isn't that hard work too?
Well, people say you really don't know somebody till you live with them.
Right.
And if there's no living together period, then yeah, that's gonna be.
You gonna leave your clothes right there?
Oh my gosh. I'm like, you got one more time to put a spoon in the sink. You got one more time. I literally just turned off the water and finished washing dishes. Put another spoon in the sink. I bet I see a doggone spoon out this drawer. That's what I gotta say. You better keep that spoon with you in your pocket until you leave for breakfast in the morning. That's all I gotta say.
Not the spoon.
Listen, okay, but I feel like you're referring to the wedding. You're not really, and some people want the wedding and not the marriage. So just throw yourself a birthday party. Like, just throw yourself a celebration and be like, yo, we're celebrating me.
Yeah.
Why? Because I said so. Like, just do that.
Because personally, I would prefer to have like a more small, intimate ceremony, and then like everybody at the reception. I'd rather do it that way.
Daniel doesn't agree. He said, I don't know about that. Janae says, okay, Kayla.
Really?
I'll do your praise dance at your wedding, like the one you and Rachel did. We don't bring that up. We don't talk about that anymore.
Just go ahead and skip down.
Lily TT says, I don't care. My dress will be somewhere in the white accent color family. So I'm having a Togo style wedding.
What's Togo?
Why would you even waste wearing a white dress?
Is that the Togo? Is that the take a sheet and wrap it around you?
That's a toga.
Oh, she means like to go type of wedding?
Togo is, unless, Tamara, are you saying you want a toga wedding? Or do you want
like a to-go?
A Togo wedding? Because Togo is a sandwich place like Subway. And so, are you saying toga like the Greeks? Like you want to do a Greek style? Like what do you?
She's voice to text.
It would be hilarious if she means toga. And you two knew exactly what was going on. Because I read that as a sandwich buffet wedding. And I'm like, if you have a sandwich buffet reception, I'm not getting dressed up for your wedding. I will wear what I wear to work because this is a luncheon. This is not a wedding reception.
It's a potluck.
Yeah, I'm not getting dressed up for your wedding. Janae says, honey T, you literally just described the wedding and not the marriage. Yeah. Exactly. LOL, I know. Really TC says, y'all, it's so hot. I took off my wigs and I don't have enough energy to laugh. Please get your life together.
What is going on?
Because all these people just want the physical. Are you talking about like the men in your vicinity that you've dated, or what are you talking about? They don't want to get to know the person, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I meant the idea of getting married is nice. The hard work starts after. I told you I haven't gotten much sleep. I think when you realize that you want to get married, hard work should start then, because there's a lot of preparation that you have to do to prepare yourself for the time the spoon is left in the sink. Like there's a lot of internal work, a lot of self-work that you have to do to prepare yourself to be partnered with another individual. I meant the idea of a wedding is nice.
Sorry.
Just tearing up all my stuff, huh?
No, I found it.
You know, we're gonna be at your desk next time. Honey T says, yes, Greece wedding. So
Greece.
Why? Why did you know exactly what she meant?
When she said to go style, I was like, she means toga. Style. I was like, that's what she means.
But you didn't even say toga. You said Togo. Like, are you talking about with the sheets? You said, well, with the white.
That's what she wrote. So I was just reading exactly what she wrote, but I knew that she meant toga.
Lord Jesus, I don't even know how that works.
Yeah. Why are you stressing me?
Because both of y'all need to be stressed.
115.
Yeah, that's not.
Wasn't there an earthquake out there?
Yeah, it was like what did Theo say? Like 4.9. Is that based out of Stockton? That is wild. Listen, I lost all hope when I heard of that group of friends that made a pact to divorce after a certain time. To divorce? What? I don't go off of other people's stories. I can only go off of what No, I can't. We make a pact to go. No, I can't do it. Janae says, but unless you're on Married at First Sight, the hard work starts before. That's you and your significant other laying down the foundation. Marriage can be a beautiful thing with the right person. It shouldn't feel or sound like it's a job or a burden. Very true. I don't think that relationships should be burdensome. And when it's work, yes, it's active work to get out of the me mindset and into the we mindset. If it does feel burdensome or feel like it's a job or something that you're obligated to do in a negative way, I feel like that's probably not the relationship for you, to be honest. That's how I feel about it. That's why I feel like it's important to know yourself so that you're not partnering up with people and lying to yourself about, I can take these faults and knowing that they're your deal breakers. So that's how I feel about that. I'll never look at Married at First Sight ever since Paige and Chris. What's Paige and Chris? I don't know who Paige and Chris are. I don't think I've seen a full episode of Married at First Sight. I'm gonna be honest with you. Jedi keeps talking about it. I don't think I've ever seen an episode. I don't think I've seen an episode of Married at First Sight. No, I haven't. I think I've seen clips. I think that's what that show is. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen it. But regardless in dating, if you're looking to date, like there has to be some kind of whether you yourself are going to therapy or you are on this spiritual journey of enlightenment and helping yourself to be aligned with the right partner. I think that as soon as you realize, yes, I want to get married, that's when the work starts. If you want a headache, watch it with Paige and Chris. Have you seen Married at First Sight?
Oh gosh, yeah. This is what I sent you.
Those people.
Yes.
Listen,
the craziest thing ever. Oh, but there's
this is when they were at the Jeeps and the three girls was talking to him, and he said, "I don't know why you guys are confronting me. Yes. She's fine."
Yeah, but there's another one I gotta send you too.
I don't need that in my life. This is why Married at First Sight is not even a no. No, absolutely not. Like those people need to be vetted because that dude and that guy he wants his own show, and that's why he's showing his entire behind on that's why he's showing his entire behind on the show, because he's hoping that he can get a spinoff. Because for him to try to check what was it, the pastor, the bishop or whatever? And he was just like, Chris, like, what are you doing? I'm just trying to talk to you. Nobody gonna talk to me. I was like, little boy. Come outside. Little boy. Yeah. See, and that's where I lose all respect for some people. I'm just like, you're acting like a child. Mm-hmm. You're acting like a child. You act like everybody's trying to question your manhood. That's something that you need to work out. Did she ever get an annulment?
Yeah, they're not together anymore. Oh, good. Yeah, they're not together.
I don't know why she tried to make it work. He acted like he was gonna fight people in the van. Yeah. That was them.
Yeah, that was still him.
I
was like, I'm mad.
All those clips are the same people.
Yeah, it's the same person.
They keep changing their makeup, so I don't know who's. Yeah. I just look at it's weird. He allegedly owned a Subway, and the Subway representatives came and snatched their logos off the wall.
What?
See, this that stuff I be talking about. You can't. People.
Why you put it on the front? Anytime I hear when people do stuff like that, I think I don't even know how old he was. I know he was a black man. I don't know how old he was. I think he was maybe 16 when he was posing as a doctor. And I'm like,
the 18-year-old. Yeah.
I'm like, wait, how are you getting patients? Like, how
he was taking that's the crazy thing. People, that's the crazy thing. People keep. Okay, I see you. People keep saying he shouldn't have did this or whatever, but I'm just like, which women thought to themselves, I need a wellness exam.
This looks like a legit doctor.
Let me go to this kid.
The thing about it is, he did it again. He got arrested 2 times for the same thing. And I'm just like,
if
why?
it ain't broke,
like,
he was probably like, okay, they caught me on this last time, so I'm just not going to do that thing. And yeah, I'm just not going to do that thing. And since I'm not going to do that thing, I won't get caught this time.
I was just like, what?
But how are people? How are people just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna let him check. I have to ask a lot of questions before my pants come off at all.
Whoa!
Like to any doctor. We're in the doctor's office, y'all. Keep your minds off the gutter. Before anything, I need to meet my doctor eye to eye, ask him questions, make sure he knows. Check your badge, check your information, get the nurse in. Can you verify? Okay, is everybody in? Okay, cool. I have to make sure that you have ratings. I have to make sure that you are verified. No, you're not gonna sit here. Oh, if you can just get undressed, the doctor being in a minute. No, my clothes stay on until I see his face. I need to talk to him first,
and not just under the mask with gloves on like this. All right,
yeah,
let's get this going.
No, That's it. Cause I'm on the same roof. I could have sworn y'all under the same roof. I don't even watch it. I don't even watch it. It comes in news articles on my phone from Yahoo News. Because you've been looking for it. That's why. He was like,
yeah. That's
I was talking about the doctor's office. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I was talking about the doctor. I mean, in real life too, but in the doctor's office especially, I just want to know, like, hey, we need to, hey now.
Really?
Who are you? And make sure you're verified. I need to ask my insurance provider. I was going to say insurer. My insurance provider, hey, have you paid out this person before? Does this match? I have questions. I have questions. Do you have anything else for the people?
I'm curious. I want to find that video I saw. I'll be real quick. Basically, it was about pastors or people who are leaders of the church and who rushed into marriage. And one of the guys, I saw the clip, one of the pastors was like, I don't understand, like, what am I doing wrong? We have a beautiful life together. We have 4 wonderful children. Yeah, we have 4 wonderful children, but you got one on the way. And I was like, oh. And he was like, we're not supposed to talk about that. Like, like he hurried up and tried to say disregard what she just said. Like, no, we're not supposed to talk about that. And so all you see is him trying to come in the camera like this, and I was like, what is your?
She was like, listen, take the facade off. We are real people. Okay.
I was like, I gotta find that because that was hilarious.
I feel like so, and they had a little bit of this conversation before, and I'm glad that we're talking more openly about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they always say Scripture says it is better to marry than to burn with passion. So pretty much, it's better to get married so that you can have sex instead of just smashing everything in sight. So that's essentially what it means. That's what it means. And so there's a lot of women who grow up thinking that marriage is the goal. Like that's the end all be all. Like I have to get married. I have to have kids so that I can be a wife. And that is the end goal. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But a lot of women are, especially like at that point, were conditioned to believe that. And so now we're saying that, no, you don't just have to be anything. You don't just have to be a mom. You don't just have to be a wife. You don't just have to be an entrepreneur. You don't just have to be a manager. You don't just have to be anything. You can be whatever it is you want to be. And so I feel like, especially in church, because that's where the women were.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, but now I'm glad in churches now they're changing. I mean, there's still some places, where they'll look at you sideways because, you're not married and you're of age to be married. What you waiting for? What you talking about?
Why does it matter? Like, good Lord.
I'm just like,
matter?
Listen. Ethel Jean.
Ethel Jean.
Sister Francis.
Sitting on the front with her hat and stockings on.
Yes. She's like, my grandson Byron is coming around here. I want to introduce you to. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't want me to meet. No, because you have not met me. So you do not want me to. No.
You know what I always was curious about? Where are their husbands?
Oh, well, Greg died in 82.
No, so. Because you always see the whole 2 pews full of deaconesses.
Do you know how old they are?
I know, but I'm saying, but you only see 4, maybe 4 deacons of the church.
Men don't go to church like that unless they really been most of the time, men are really in church.
Are they CEOs? Christmas, Easter only.
Look, well, sometimes they go for Mother's Day because their moms want them there. But
Christmas, Easter only.
I feel like men who go to church either grew up in the church, and that's what they know. They go to church. They've been through some stuff, and that's why they're like, no, I can't help but to be in the house of God. Or they're on the hunt. So those are the 3 types of men that I have seen in the church. So to see that and then most of the women outlived the men. So you see, that's why you have 2 rows of the church mothers, and then a row or a half a row of the deacons. It's just what it is, because they're all 80s, 90s. Their husbands made it to 78.
I'm just curious.
You think about it, because it was one. Was she a deacon? I was like, hey, how's your husband doing? Near death. Tell me how you really feel, lady.
Yeah, I feel like she's like, yeah, he was kick the bucket tomorrow.
Yeah, she said it so matter of fact, near death, and I'm like,
how did you respond to that? He's like, oh, gotcha. He's doing okay.
My immediate thought was, man, I got a story. I gotta tell I gotta tell y'all when I get to the man. This lady,
take her husband out.
Yes, I feel like that's what it is. She was so matter of fact. Near death. Yes, absolutely. I want to say yes.
Yes to.
She's asking me the person's name. Yeah, I think that's who it is. But yes, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Pagan Saints Podcast Recap. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Janine. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Antoinetta. Thank you, Del P. Did I say really TT?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, you did. You said Honey T.
Oh. Honey T and really TT, even though you're one and the same. This is why you stay up so late, because you have multiple personalities. Thank you, Lenora.
Ricky.
Absolutely appreciate you.
Okay, I know who you talk about now.
The funny thing is, I don't know her name.
Did.
If I hear it, I think I know what it is, but I don't know her last name. I'm like, oh, okay, that's probably her. But yes, thank y'all so much. This is a year.
I know.
A year on the 7th. We aired the first podcast episode last year on July 7th, and I'm looking forward to another year of this. I know in the episode I talked a lot about this just starting on a whim, and I talk about that regularly, but I'm glad that this is one of the things that I've been able to stay consistent in, and
good job.
Good job, KK. Good job. You want to high five? Okay, good job. So I think that is really cool that you all have supported us throughout this whole process, and that you continue to show support. Tell a friend, bring them on. If you would all like to be a guest I know I had most of you on previously, but if you would like to be a guest on the show again, just let us know. Yeah, Kayla's gonna find our next international guest, so we hit 4, and yeah, pull your weight. That's all I said. Just pull your weight. Yes. So
I already got a lot on my plate.
thank you for an interesting conversation. Always. Thank you for joining into the conversation. Hey, Raya.
Hey, Loraya.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. All right, y'all. It's been real. We love you. Thank you so much for the continued support. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Peace.